Hello and welcome to KCAT News. I'm Layne Becker.
And I'm Nick Parton. This week we have a special Thanksgiving lunch comparison between Urinetown recap and, of course, we wouldn't want you to miss out on Austin's Wildcat weather forecast. But first, we're going to throw it over to Wakinyan and Matt with a special Thanksgiving edition of In the Halls.
Hi, I'm Matt Temple.
And I'm Wakinyan Shrubshall.
And in this week in the halls, we decided to ask students Thanksgiving, primarily turkey-based questions.
Who you calling turkey?
Okay, this one will really tickle your feathers. How many feathers do turkeys actually have?
I have no clue.
Well, they actually have approximately between 5,000 feathers and 6,000 feathers. Little Thanksgiving facts there for you. You're welcome. Have a Merry Thanksgiving.
Did you know turkeys are also very patriotic? Would you agree with that?
Probably not.
Well, you see, when turkeys get excited, their neck and their head turns either red, white, or blue, depending on their mood.
That's nice.
Where do you think turkeys hide? Do you think they're in trees? They bury themselves? What do you think?
I think they live in trees.
They do actually, and then they're called to be their posse to make sure that they're all together. That way they don't get left behind like Sid did in Ice Age.
Okay.
Do you often eat turkey?
Oh, yeah, I do. Thanks.
Any other time?
Not really.
You know they're a gracious and beautiful animal.
Yeah, they're also really good.
I'd have to agree. I mean, that's cannibalism, but I'm not going to talk about that. Thank you.
What do you think about turkey and Michelle Obama?
I guess I wish we could sell turkey.
Don't we all?
How much do you think a turkey benches?
Probably 2 pounds.
2 pounds?
I don't know.
It's. Are you talking down on the man of a bird?
Yeah, pretty much.
You hating on? That's a hate crime.
The results are in, and astonishingly enough, high schoolers don't know their turkey facts.
Gobble gobble.
Wow guys, that was just great. We will now hand it over to Carson with his Thanksgiving school and original meal comparisons.
Well, hello students and staff of Mulvane High School. I'm Carson Turner, and as all of you know, Thanksgiving is one of the most popular holidays celebrated here in the United States that holds many special traditions, with many changes occurring throughout the years. But how well do we follow the original traditions here at MHS? Well, let's find out. Starting off with the time of day, the original Thanksgiving dinner was a dinner. And we here have a Thanksgiving lunch, so we aren't off to the best start, but let's keep going. Today we celebrate our Thanksgiving meals on the 4th Thursday of November every single year. But did you know that the first Thanksgiving didn't actually have a documented date? It was just in the fall of 1621, so they didn't actually know when the real Thanksgiving was. As you can see, we here follow this tradition at MHS because we also don't know when the real Thanksgiving is apparently, because we received this meal last Wednesday. Now let's move on to the most important portion of the segment, the meals. And we here at MHS have a live high school Thanksgiving lunch in the studio for comparison. Starting off with the fruits, the original Thanksgiving dinner had a vast amount of fruits ranging from blueberries, plums, grapes, gooseberries, whatever the heck those are, raspberries, and of course the trademarked cranberries. Here at the school they've provided us with mandarin oranges, fresh out of the can, and while that's great, canned fruits actually didn't start being processed until the 1700s, so we were about 100 years off there. And there's also no cranberry sauce or cranberries to begin with, so I don't understand how, if you're a vegetarian on Thanksgiving, how are you supposed to enjoy this meal? Next up are the vegetables. Not only were the green beans, potatoes, as well as the sweet potatoes all used in the original dinner, but they were the most popular veggie dishes of the time, so we see that they did a great job with this portion of the meal. Next up we have seafood, which our tray has neglected to feature any of that, so let's move on to the most important portion of the Thanksgiving dinner. That's right, the meats. Way back in 1621, this is where Thanksgiving truly formed as the Pilgrims and the Wampanoag tribe joined as one to gather materials for the perfect feast. They hunted only the best geese, duck, small birds for roasting and large birds for boiling, venison, and of course the symbol of the holiday itself, the turkey. Looking here at this glorious meal provided for us, we have ourselves the chicken.
Chicken?
What? Even though turkey is probably the worst tasting meat of all time, they could have at least kept it for the spirit of the holiday. So, we can conclude that here at MHS, we aren't the most accurate when it comes to recreating our first traditions, but that's okay. It wasn't expected. The first Thanksgiving was nearly 400 years ago, and times and traditions have changed, and we've been introduced to new dishes, for example, the now classic pumpkin pie and the hot rolls, such as we have here. Not to mention that the Wampanoag tribe and the Pilgrims didn't have the microwaves, the canning of the goods, or even the Michelle Obama to alter their meals like we do today. Also, this was just a fun little comparison, and all jokes aside, even with the meal that we have, the cooks did a great job, and we can't thank them enough for keeping the Thanksgiving tradition alive by making this special food for this special occasion, and also by not feeding us boiled birds or ducks. That's all from me, Carson Turner, KCAT News, and have a fantastic Thanksgiving.
Great job, Carson. I don't think I'll eat everything on that original list, but that sure was interesting. We'll now throw it over to Jordan so she can give you a recap on Urinetown.
Thanks, guys. After weeks and weeks of rehearsals, the cast and crew of Urinetown finally got to show off all their hard work. With their first show on Tuesday night for Parents' Night and 3 other shows on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, some surprises were bound to happen. I caught up with Nathan Wells, or Bobby Strong, to get the inside scoop on mix-ups, fix-ups, and perfect pitches.
There was a couple line mix-ups. I heard Troy mumble something under his breath during the song Run Freedom Run after they told me I was just running away from it, and it made me laugh, so I jumped a little bit of lines, and the railing fell once, but we fixed it during a shift. Overall, I think it went really well. Tonight was probably our best show yet. The other 2 nights were actually really good, but there was a few mix-ups, but we got all the nerves out of our system. We were ready to put on our last show.
Great job to everybody who helped out with the production of Urinetown. The next production to be on the lookout for is The Island of Dr. Moreau. Those tickets will come out sometime next semester. Well, that's all I've got. Jordan Pulliam, KCAT News.
Nicely done, Jordan, and congratulations to the cast and crew of Urinetown on the great job they did on the making of the musical. And last but not least, we will send it over to Austin for a special Thanksgiving edition of Wildcat Weather.
When I count to 3, I want you to get busy. Ready now? 1, 2, 3.
Hey Austin.
Hey Austin. Hey Austin.
Hey Austin.
Hey Austin. Hey P-Fan.
Hey Austin. I'm Desmond, and this is.
Fill in your name.
And I want to know what the weather will be like when I eat spaghetti on Tuesday.
And yesterday was my birthday.
Today will be relatively mild with a high of 60 degrees with increasing clouds and a southern breeze at 15 to 25 miles per hour. Tonight will be mostly cloudy with a low of 52 degrees. Oh, and don't forget to wish Fill in your name a happy birthday.
Hello, Austin Pfannenstiel girl. What is the Wildcat weather for the beginning of Thanksgiving break?
Wednesday will be cloudy but will still be mild with a high of 64 degrees. The strong southern wind will also continue into tomorrow. Rain will be likely tomorrow night with a low of 56 degrees.
Hey Austin, I'm Riley, and I want to know what the weather's going to be like when I get to gobble down some turkey on Thanksgiving this Thursday.
Your Thanksgiving looks to be a soggy one with potential downpours at times, with winds becoming even stronger with gusts up to 40 miles per hour at times. We're expecting to see a morning high of 59 degrees on Thursday, but a cold front is expected to come through Kansas during the early morning hours, so it will be chilly in the afternoon with temperatures falling back into the 40s. You will probably want to eat your turkey inside this year.
Hey Austin, I'm Sadie.
And I'm Neleigh.
What's the Wildcat weather for Black Friday?
Black Friday will be very cold, with highs not even getting out of the 30s. It will continue to be cloudy, with strong winds switching to the north. If you want to go Black Friday shopping this year, you will probably want to buy a warm winter coat at up to 80% off. The rest of your Thanksgiving break looks to be cold with highs in the 30s and 40s, with the possibility of sleet on Saturday. The sun should return next week, but these cold temperatures will continue. Thanks to all of our guests this week on Wildcat Weather. If you want to be on Wildcat Weather, send in your request to KCAT News Mulvane, and you just might appear on the show. That's a look at the Wildcat Weather. I will see you back here next week.
Way to go, Austin. That weather forecast made me feel a lot better about how I'll be spending my Thanksgiving break.
That's all we have for this week. I'm Layne Becker.
And I'm Nick Parton.
And thanks for watching KCAT News.